already being called the wildest trial in hip-hop history just took another twist. Rapper Jeffrey Lamar Williams, also known as Young Thug, is at the center of a racketeering trial. And now his lawyer is caught up in his own legal battle. So just yesterday, the lawyer was arrested during the trial and charged with contempt of court. So joining me now is legal reporter Meghann Cuniff. Welcome back to the stream, Meghann. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, so can you walk us through exactly what led to the judge holding attorney Brian Steele in contempt of court just yesterday?
Yes, so this arrest on Monday actually stems back to what happened on Friday with a key prosecution witness named Kenneth Copeland. He is central to the prosecution's case and was set to take the witness stand, but he was all of a sudden reluctant on the stand. He had a lawyer with him that morning who said he wouldn't be testifying. There was some back and forth. He eventually got on the stand and invoked his Fifth Amendment right against self-incrimination in a very defiant way. It wasn't a proper use of the Fifth. It was when he was asked his age, and he'd already been granted immunity by prosecutors. So the judge actually held him in contempt of court and said, and made him go to jail over the weekend and said, you're going to be in jail until we get your testimony. And that was when the prosecutors raised concerns about what the defense attorneys were doing with Woody's lawyer. This is the witness. Kenneth Copeland's nickname is Woody. And prosecutors had said that they were wondering if Copeland's lawyer was really working in his best interests or if he was working to block Copeland's testimony on behalf of the YSL defendants. I think that gives context for why the judge felt it was okay for him to do what is widely considered a really unusual and by a lot of people improper meeting that he had privately in chambers with prosecutors and the witness, and defense attorneys weren't privileged to that. This was ex-parte communication that he acknowledged, and there was actually a court reporter there, so there's a transcript of this somewhere, but he made the point to Steele's lawyer that he doesn't think that Steele had a right to be there, and he really wanted to know who told Steele about this meeting. It was not the judge who disclosed the meeting. Steele is the one who confronted him about it in court and asked him about it, and that is what led to the judge really pressing Steele for who told you about this meeting, and that's what led to the contempt arrest.
Got it. There's a lot to unpack there. How will all of this potentially derail the trial? I mean, the trial obviously already has a lot of drama, including this embedded within it, but could this derail it potentially even more?
No, the judge has made clear, pretty obvious, that he's not going to call a mistrial unless he absolutely has to, and that the jury pool drops below 12, which we're not at that
Meghann,
point yet.
I'm so sorry. We have to cut you off.
The judge has rejected any calls for a mistrial and said that he'll...
Meghann, I'm so sorry we had to cut you off, but we are tossing it over to a special report from CBS News on the verdict in Hunter Biden's